name is Ashley Lone. I'm a survivor advocate of Corona Horizons. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my involvement and what my involvement was like with Metropolitan Police. At the age of 13, I was charged with prostitution. I was part of an operations thing downtown in Washington, D.C. I got into an undercover vehicle. We pulled into an alley, and it was about maybe 5 or 6 police cars and police. As soon as we pulled into the alley, they were just swarming me, asking me my name, all these different kind of things. Prior to me getting arrested, I was coached to sit there and say I was 18 and things like that. And, I did. The police wasn't having that. They were like, you're not 18. And I'm like, yes, I am. So, it was a whole back and forth thing. I'm 18. No, you're not thing for about maybe a good 3 minutes. Well, they kind of, scared me a little bit. And they were like, okay, you're going to go to DC jail. And I'm like, okay, no. I'm 13. I'm not 18. I don't want to go there. I'm a baby. Who wants to go to jail? It's kind of like something like beyond scared straight. I wasn't with that. I broke. Long story short, we went to a precinct. I was there for a lot of hours. I know that for a fact. I fell asleep. I was handcuffed to a bench. Well, not a bench, but the table, and I was asleep. I was there for a long time. Eventually, however many hours I were there, the detectives came in, they started asking questions, I just kind of felt like they were kind of at my neck, like, trying to milk me for information and things like that, At 13, I was scared, first off, let's just start off with that. I was very scared. I was very timid. Because I've never been in a situation like this before. I'm a child being put into adult situations. So, I really didn't know how to handle it, to be honest. They started asking questions, like, what was my trafficker's name? Where he lived? Like, do I know any other people? I was only with my trafficker for maybe not even 2 weeks, so I only had like the bare minimum information. I kind of felt like the police thought I was lying, trying to protect them and things like that. So eventually, after a while, they just left it alone. I was sent to YC Youth Services Center in DC in no fees. I was there until I had court. I went in front of a judge where I got committed from 13 to 18. So I got committed off my first charge, which was prostitution. When I was there, honestly, I kind of felt out of place and embarrassed a little bit because here I am, 13, being charged with this crime. And, my other peers around me is in there for like assault and, truancy and things like that. And here I am as a baby at 13 being charged with a grown person charge. So, it was kind of embarrassing a bit, you know what I mean? But I couldn't do nothing. Throughout the years from 13 to 17, I was involved a lot, throughout the system and things like that. So, that was very hard for me. It was a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really was. And like I said, it being at that age, it was, it was hard for me. I was in a lot of placements, residentials, group homes, things throughout the district, like PIW, you know what I'm saying? Things in that nature, a lot. To be honest, it took me a long time to like understand deep down in my life and as a person that I was a victim. You know what I mean? And it's not in the sense of a victim like, oh, I want everybody to cater to me and you know what I'm saying, treat me like a victim and things like that. It wasn't even that. Like I said, I'm 13. Like my thought process wasn't even fully developed. You know what I'm saying? Like the way, a no 13-year-old can make proper grown decisions that a 18-year-old or maybe even a 17-year-old having that right, correct knowledge to even, make proper and proper and positive decisions, if that makes sense. My word of advice, honestly, for for any police or any police in general that, has to deal with these kind of situations, you know what I'm saying? Be open-minded. You may never know what this person's situation was before you came into their lives. You know what I'm saying? Hands down, you have the whole purpose is you need to ask them, what's your trafficker's name, especially if they're underage. We know that that's something that's a must and that needs to be done. But I feel like it's the way you go about it. Don't swarm them. You know what I'm saying? Some people might need just to be asked, are they okay? Are they hungry? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like I said, you may never know what situation they was in prior to you coming into their lives. You know, I just feel like they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I mean? Some females might not feel comfortable talking to a male. You know, maybe see if there's a female around that might help. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, if they don't, especially now with everything that's going on in the world, people hear police and it's like, oh no, they scared for their life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, if they don't want to, if they don't feel like they want to talk to you, or you can see, I mean, y'all been polices for however long y'all been polices, or you seen shows and things like that. So you know how some people might carry a police officer, So I would feel like if they see like they closing up and they don't want to talk to you, give them a piece of paper. See if they write it down. You know what I'm saying? We already know that the overall goal is for you to, charge the trafficker of trafficking a child, and which I'm for all day. You know what I mean? But, people are broken, and just being swarm at them and being at their neck and trying to press them off for information, it's going to make nobody want to talk. And you want people to talk, you know what I mean, to bring justice to the victim and maybe several other victims. I was a part of the Safe Harbor law in 2014 or 15, I believe, one of those two, where I helped, my store influence kind of helped pass the bill. No child under the age of 18 should be charged with prostitution. And it felt good to be a part of that because it wasn't fair. I'm a child, and I feel like for any child, period, it's not cool. Just be open-minded. That could be your daughter, that could be your granddaughter, that could be your nephew, your grandson. You know what I'm saying? Treat them people how you would want somebody to treat a family member of yours that might have been involved in that situation. Now I've been advocating for about 2 years, 3 years, something in that nature, and I love it. Right now I'm currently in school for my business degree, my bachelor's degree in business. Eventually, once I get my stuff straight, I want to have my own nonprofit organization that deals with at-risk youth, people like me. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I want to do it is reach one, teach one. I want to give back what somebody gave to me. You know what I'm saying? And it always felt better coming from somebody that has been in your shoes. I mean, I'm not sitting there saying that a person that's going to talk to nobody that has experience the things that they have experienced. But I feel like it'll take more heave coming from somebody's like, dang, if she could do it, I know I can do it. You know what I mean? So that's my biggest thing now where I'm at in today's life. I'm a mother of 4. I'm engaged. I'm just so happy, where I am in today's life. And, I'm going to be honest, I don't regret nothing I've been through. I wish there's certain situations that I could change, but I don't regret nothing. I just want to give back to what somebody did for me. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this today.